Today on Knife Banter, we're talking about front flippers. Kurt, show us how it's done. What's happening, everybody? Welcome to another Knife Banter, and today we are talking about front flipper knives and all of the best front flipper knives that you can get right here at bladehq.com. We have some budget options on the table, and we have some absolutely not budget options on the table as well to show you guys. But before we get into it, I think we need a little explanation on what exactly is a front flipper. So I got Kurt here with me. Kurt, how's it going?
Oh, so good.
Can you give us a little explanation on what exactly is a front flipper?
Okay, so this is what it is. I'm gonna show you an example of a regular flipper. This right here is the Kizer Yorkie. On the back, it has this little flipper tab that you pull down with your index finger, bam. That's a regular. So this one, you actually hold it in your hand like this, and you take your thumb and you roll over the top of the handle and you lock the blade in place that way. Some people like to do it like I can do it fast, you know, sometimes you miss. It takes a little bit of practice. Some people even like using their index finger. You know, I think it's just you fidget and you figure out what's comfortable, right?
I have to say that you have definitely mastered the index finger thing, and I have not. I kind of use my thumb for basically everything, so good on you for being able to use your index finger.
Hey, thanks.
So you have the first knife on the table.
I sure do.
What do you got going on there?
I actually have it here in my hand. Now I have two Kizer Feists. Both are front flippers, right? Index finger, watch, boom. That's money. Do you know how I'm so good at that?
I'm so jealous.
Because I have a Feist.
Hey!
What do you know? So my Feist is S35VN with my Carta. I don't know if that's available on the site right now, but what we do have is a G10 version, and we have a carbon fiber version with S35VN. The G10 has BD1N, but it's kind of a cool, to be honest, I don't know what kind of blade shape this would be. It's
kind of got that Warncliffe spear point type vibe to it, right?
Right. And honestly, these Kizer knives are awesome. Just like all the other Kizer knives, they're great. But it is fun to have that little, oh man, did you see that? I almost had two.
I know, I was going to be really impressed.
Oh wait, I'm going to get it.
I can't do it left-handed, so if you can get both of those at one time, oh my.
Oh! Yeah, so front flippers are fun, man. It's a lot of fun. There's cool brands, Kizer, these Feists, you can get them in a ton of different color combos. Different blades, stonewash blades, you know, yeah. Satin, plain. This G10 one goes for $80 on the website, and this is actually an exclusive Feist, Blade HQ exclusive. And this one, it's got carbon fiber, milled pocket, titanium pocket clip. They're both liner locks, but this one comes in at $149. So premium materials obviously will increase the price. But the Feist is one of the funnest front flippers to flip.
I think the cool thing about the Feist is I think the Feist is kind of that one knife that's kicked off the whole front flipper thing, right? You didn't see a whole lot of front flippers before the Feist. I'm sure they existed. I know they existed.
Right.
But I feel like the Feist is kind of the first knife that popularized the front flipper, and it's a Lundquist design. I know we've talked to him specifically about the Feist in the past. But yeah, the Feist is kind of the OG, like, popular front flipper, and it's been around for forever.
It's got the most color combinations, you know. It's the Honda Civic of front flippers.
There you go.
But maybe not Honda Civic, because you can get, maybe it's like, you know, real high premium, you know. But there's a lot of variety. And so being the original, it makes sense.
Ford Focus, you can get like the base model Focus and then the STI and like all that stuff.
There you go. There you go.
Awesome.
Yeah, those are awesome knives. And yeah, check them out.
Check them out. Okay, so first front flipper out of the way, kind of the bog standard classic Feist. perfect front flipper to get started with because you can get it in you get it in the premium version, you can get it in the Vanguard version. So there's kind of a large price point at which you can get a Feist at, which is cool. I have another kind of more, I'm not sure if it's budget, but a little bit more price friendly, and that is knife by Boker. So this is the Boker Kansei LRF. And this was interesting because you can flip it both ways. So you can have your cake and eat it too with the Boker Kansei LRF. So it does come with these 2 tabs in the front here. So if you want to flip it normally, you can do that. Or if you want to do the front flip with the little flipper tab at the front. This is kind of just a nice, super sleek, super light design. It's a Kansei design, I guess, made by Boker. So overall length is 7.125 inches, 3-inch blade. You got a VG10 blade in a drop point configuration, carbon fiber. This comes in a bunch of different varieties. So you can get it in carbon fiber, you can get it in bronze, brass.
Yeah.
Carson has one, so he likes it a lot.
It's a cool knife.
I get to fiddle with it every once in a while when he's not looking. So
Right?
And then it comes in at 1.76 ounces in the carbon fiber one. Obviously, the other handle materials are going to be heavier, but the carbon fiber one, 1.76 ounces, that's lighter than a bug out. I mean, it's smaller, it's thinner, but I'm just saying, if you want a nice, light, slim, sleek design,
It is.
the LRF is pretty nice. So it's got a nice flush screwed deep carry pocket clip. You do get a little bit of kind of this back portion that would stick out of your pocket, but you do have that deep carry style pocket clip. And then you got a kind of this leather lanyard braided thing at the end. So if you're looking for a little something to grab onto to pull it out of your pocket,
Right.
that works too. It's a liner lock and just kind of got that high, nice flat grind on the blade as well. So I really like this knife. I've been a fan of this knife for a while. It's just a nice, solid, slim, sleek EDC knife.
For me personally, it's a little pokey when you're running that front flipper.
I think it's a technique thing. It's because I was with you, but I practiced it for like 5 minutes and kind of got my hand shape right. And I ended up nailing it. And I think that's with a lot of front flippers. Like when the Feist first came out, I couldn't front flip for beans. I couldn't front flip that thing, but after some practice, like it's pretty natural now.
Yeah.
So
Maybe my big ham finger thumb.
just not hands friendly.
You know? Yeah, I don't know. I like it though. It's a good knife.
Anyway, so that's the Boker Plus Kansei LRF. It goes for $80.96, by the way. So it's not like the cheapest of the bunch we have on the table, but it's definitely affordable.
All right, I've got the next one up, and it is a Civivi, boom, Exarch. Now, this is a cool knife. It's like kind of like the Kansei, slim, sleek, good shape. This one has a very pronounced front flipper tab, and it makes it so easy to front. I mean, you can do that with, watch this, middle finger. No, that's not gonna happen.
That's an awkward position.
But,
right
but I mean, we are talking about flipping. Okay, so this thing's cool. It's got G10 scales. It's a liner lock. You know, it's got a deep carry pocket clip. It's a little over a 3-inch blade, D2 steel, and man, it's a good knife. And this one is actually wallet friendly at $49.30.
And the action on that thing is so good too.
It is so smooth. It's a Civivi, really. So as soon as you get it past the detent, it just jumps.
Yeah.
So
I have to say I'm super jealous that you ended up with that knife. We were kind of divvying out the knives earlier, and then Kurt took that one, and I was not particularly super happy about it, but I just went with it.
I took it. I was like, oh, I like that one.
Yoink! So congratulations for getting that one.
Heck yeah, thank you. So that's the Civivi Exarch.
That's a dope one. All right. I also have another dope one, and we featured this one on WoW, I think for the first time last month. And it's so awesome.
Show me.
Show me? Okay, so this is the name on this one is great too. So this is a Wii knife, and it's the Black Void Opus, and it is...
Void.
We'll just say it's hot. It's real hot.
It's hat.
It's got just great action. It comes in at 6.875 inches overall. We have a 2.875 inch blade. It's in 20 CV. I guess I don't know if clip point. It says clip point. I think that's more of a Warncliffe to me. And then it's 2.77 ounces. You got this really cool carbon fiber inlay on the handles, and the handles are also this, I guess, black wash titanium. WE does like really dark colored titanium so well, and I love it.
They nail it every time.
They're so good with the colors. I don't know what Black Magic they do for their titanium, but it's super awesome. You got this nice bronze pivot here, and then this comes in a few different variations. This has a little bit more of a like a bead blasted blade. It does come with a dark wash blade as well, which is the one that I really like, and that's the one that we featured in WoW. You get a milled out pocket clip, which is kind of cool. It is a liner lock, and it just has a very interesting design. One of the most interesting things about it is it's got an asymmetrical grind.
What?
Yeah,
Tell me about that.
I guess this is reminiscent of probably some Japanese chef's knife where you have kind of that like 70-30 grind or whatever they use. So one side is ground a little bit steeper than the other side. It's not chisel ground, but it's, you know, asymmetrical, which is kind of cool in my opinion.
I remember looking at that and thinking, man, the way the blade is shaped, it almost looks like there's movement, you know?
Yeah.
It's cool. I like that blade.
You can definitely see from the top here that asymmetrical grind, which is kind of interesting. And then you got this knurled chunk here that makes for a pretty easy purchase, and then it flies right open. So that's the WE Knife Black Void Opus. You're gonna pay for it. It's $225. It's not bad. Like, it's not bad like for a top quality front flipper knife from WE with, you know, titanium. You got 20 CV blade and all that stuff. So, I mean, it's about where it should be.
Do you want to know what I like about it? It's a front flipper, but instead of having the sharp point of the flipper tab, it's a rounded one with jimping.
Yeah.
Like some minor jimping, you know, just to roll that over.
So it just kind of grabs your thumb. You're not like pushing necessarily on a flat surface, but it's got enough grip there where it grabs your thumb and you can flick it open.
Heck yeah.
So that's the Black Void Opus. Now, Kurt, you did a really good job of explaining what a front flipper was, but I think we might need a lesson on how to front flip.
Okay. All right, Jamie, let's see what you got. Not bad. All right. Super neat. What? Oh my God! Yeah! Oh yeah! Way to go, Phil! Oh, beauty, eh? Beauty. Man, thanks, guys. I needed that support. You know, I've been practicing for like a day and nailed it. What do you think?
That was pretty impressive. I think you beat me.
Thank you. You know, sometimes you just gotta. Yes, that's me. I won that.
Nice work. So you have the next knife on the table.
I sure do, and it's a Kizer. Now, this one has a very interesting name. It is the Lätt. What
does that mean, Kurt?
You know, it means little wind.
In what language?
Swedish.
Nice.
Yes.
All right, tell me more about this Lätt.
Oh, and it's cool. It's spelled with the A with the two umlauts, the two dots. Mm-hmm. Lätt. This thing's cool, man. It's Bowler M690 N. That sounded like an M, but that's an N.
Okay, I was gonna ask, but you saved yourself. So
yeah, Bowler M690. It's got this G10 scale, and it's got this cool black and white variant. It's got this inlay of white, and also the spacer is white, which is actually cool. It's a very smooth feeling, nice G10. It is a liner lock with a deep carry pocket clip, and oh my gosh, this isn't the Lätt. This is the Lätt Mini. I can't believe I forgot the mini part. So this one is a 3-inch blade, and it's it kind of reminds me of the Civivi a little bit, as in it's very symmetrical, slim, you know, not super thick in your hands. This is a cool one, and this one is reasonably priced.
Yeah,
$69.
So the interesting thing about the Lätt Vind, so there's obviously the two different versions, right? So you have the mini, and then there's the regular version, but there's also kind of the two price point versions. So there is a more premium version of the Lätt Vind as well. So you can get it if you need a more budget-friendly option. You can get that one. If you want a little bit more premium option, you can get like kind of the more premium materials as well. So
yeah, it's cool, and I like the black and white accent.
Yeah.
It's two bold colors, you know, and yeah, Kizer, the action jumps open. It's nice.
That one's brand new too, as of this year. That was in our new Kizer products video that we put out not too long ago.
Heck yeah, this thing's nice, guys. All around, I think it's good shape and a really good front flipper.
Love it. Lätt Vind.
Lätt Vind.
All right, I have not a new knife. It's been around for actually quite some time, but we'll just say it's a oldie but a goodie.
Ooh.
So this is the Olamic Busker, one of the many, many different variations that you can get. This particular variation will run you $495, so we're getting up there in the price range. But you're paying for some cool design and cool materials. So you have a 5.875 inch overall length. You have a 2.5 inch blade, M390 in a sheep's foot configuration. You got these cool titanium handles, and it comes in just under 3 ounces, 2.94 ounces. This one's cool. I really like the pattern on that they have ground into the titanium here. You kind of get that worn look with kind of the top of the ridges on the titanium are worn off, and then you have the color that come in on the valleys of the titanium.
I like the peaks kind of chopped off,
Yeah.
because it puts that shine in on that dull titanium look.
Yeah, you
It's
kind of
cool.
get a little bit of a pre-patinaed look.
Right.
I guess you'd call this almost like a rock pattern, which is kind of interesting. And then you have this milled out pocket clip with the same type of pattern on the pocket clip with a little ball at the end, right? So it slides in out of your pocket, pretty nice. You got a frame lock, and it does have a steel insert. Interesting thing about this, so you have the front flipper option, right? But you also just have a thumb hole as well if you kind of want to do I usually do like thumb middle finger type thing.
Right.
But depending on how big your hands are, that could be, you know, thumb pointer, thumb middle, whatever you want to use. So it's a little bit on the thick side in the closed configuration.
It's very two-dimensional avocado
There we go.
shaped.
Or pear-shaped.
Pear-shaped.
It is a pear-shaped
Yeah.
knife.
Yeah, 2D pairs.
I remember the Busker was like, when it first came out a while ago, like people were kind of going nuts over it, and we've sold quite a few of them. We will be getting quite a bit more in. I'm not sure what our stock looks like now, but yeah, we'll definitely be getting more Buskers in. This one's just cool. It's kind of a nice little knife. If you're looking for something super premium, a little bit more on the expensive side, this might be the knife for you. So Olamic Busker, pretty cool.
Heck yeah, they make a lot of good knives. Okay, I'm on my last one. This is my last one.
All right.
Here. Okay, so this is the Bestech Ivy. Now, this knife is surprisingly way cooler than I thought it was at 10 feet looking on the table. It's got a hawkbill blade. It's a CPM S35 VN steel. It's a sculpted titanium handle, which I'm excited to show this close up and watch the movement in that. It is super cool. You got your milled pocket clip. It's a frame lock, and man, it's just so fun to front flip. I just want to do it all the time.
The point on that thing is so acute and
Oh yeah,
pokey. It's just crazy.
yeah. You could do some surgery with this.
It's a perfect surgery knife if you need to do that.
If any of you guys
Don't
are
do that.
doctors or surgeons, or would like to be a doctor or surgeon, pick up a Bestech.
We here at Blade HQ do not condone any of that activity, so don't do that.
Yeah, this thing's cool, man. It's premium materials, so you're gonna pay for it. You know, it's $204. It's not terrible for what you're buying. You know, there's a lot of milling in this titanium, which is actually, it really actually helps your fingers lock in there.
Yeah.
Where sometimes titanium can get a little slippery.
Yeah.
You know, but it's cool. It's slim. It's pokey. I like it. $204. Bestech makes some cool stuff.
Yeah, that's a sweet knife. Like I said, I think it surprised both of us with how nice it was. Like we saw it on the website. It's like, oh, let's talk about a Bestech, and then we actually got it in hand. I was like, oh, okay,
Right.
that's pretty
Okay.
cool.
I see it. Right.
So.
That's a good knife.
Dope. I have the last one on the table. Are you excited?
Heck yeah.
I have the mother of all front flippers, or father, depending on how you want to do it. But
the elder.
You say something?
I have the elder of all front flippers, and there's a reason why it's the elder. This is the Brad Zinker custom sway front, not a sway back, a sway front.
Oh my gosh.
This thing's dope. It better be dope. It's $825, so that's why it is the mother of all front flippers. But this thing is pretty dope. So if you're looking for a custom, something unique you're gonna have in your pocket that nobody else is gonna have, check out this one. So this comes in at 7.75 inches overall, 3.5-inch blade. It's Damascus, and then you have this sweet carbon fiber pattern, and then it comes in at 1.81 ounces, so it's light.
Super light.
Now, this is a lot of knife for 1.8 ounces,
Right.
which is pretty impressive. But the action on this thing is so good. You kind of got this, it's the same type of deal as with the Black Void Opus, where you have this slanted front flipper knurled tab.
Right.
It just grabs your finger, super nice, and just flies open. Should I do it again?
I want to touch it.
You want to see it again? Well, it's over here and you're over there, so
No.
you can't.
Whoa, no touchy.
Yeah, I think that's the thing that stood out to me the most on this is just the action on this thing.
You want to know what is? It's very interesting because some customs they're so handmade that maybe sometimes for the first little bit until you break the knife in, it's not perfectly smooth.
Yeah.
But that one, I'm very impressed with.
This
That thing
one
is cool.
This one function wise is like perfect. The centering's perfect, the action's perfect, like the kind of when you close it here, just the nice smooth just click into the detent is so awesome. Yeah, I like this thing. It is $825, so keep that in mind. But like I said, if you're looking for something unique, you want a front flipper, you want something that nobody else has, this one is fantastic with form and function and quality and everything. And it has this kind of interesting pocket clip as well. So if you're looking for a deep carry pocket clip that's blue, this is right up your alley. There is another version of this too. I think it's slightly cheaper. But if you're looking for maybe a slightly different version, some different materials, you can get that as well.
Beauty, eh?
Yeah, it's so awesome. Let's try it one more time here. Oh, so good. That's it, man.
That's it.
We nailed the front flippers.
Heck yeah.
Dude, thank you for being so good at front flipping.
You're welcome.
Like that was very impressive.
In fact, to all of you, you're welcome.
So the opposite of you're welcome is thank you. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. We'll be back again next week with another episode, and we'll catch you on the next one. Hey, welcome to the end screen. If you're not already subscribed to Blade HQ, make sure you hit that button right over there. If you want to check out some of the knives that are on the table today, head on over to bladehq.com, and down below there is a playlist full of a bunch of great knife content. We'll see you on the next one.